of course, I was there first. And her father and mother came. I remember a Sunday night they came. They got down on their knees and they went to the altar, got prayer, and they joined the church. And so that's the introduction to the Brown family. It was through that. And of course, my father-in-law was already a minister. But later on, Bishop Jordan, L. Jordan then, ordained him and me on the same day.
So about how long were you at the church before your mama came?
Okay, end of 71 is when I got saved. I think your mama came in 74. About almost 3 years later. Almost exactly. I got saved October the 1st. She came probably in September.
All right, Mom, so when you met Daddy, did you think anything of him or just another person up there, or was there anything?
Actually, I didn't. I didn't think anything of him. I just thought he was a minister in the church, and just like the other minister up there, and I didn't think nothing of him. It's not like I said, wow, this is going to be my husband. You're just a minister at the church. I noticed how dedicated he was to the church, and he was a very good teacher. I did notice that about him. He make everything very plain when he ministered. Very good minister, and we just went along like church folks normally do. It wasn't like a moment it hit me, this is him. That wasn't him at all. Actually, I thought he was a lot older than I was, which he's like 3 years older than me, but I thought he was a lot older than I was at the time. So
you say your dad said your husband at the church, did he specifically say Daddy, or did he just say somebody at the church?
No, he actually told me Wattrees gonna be your husband.
Word of knowledge, baby.
He did. He told me that. And I said,
He told me that.
He told me, Wattrees, your husband. He said, your husband's at the church. He said, Wattrees gonna be your husband. And I said, dude, you don't even know that guy. He said, I'm telling you. And he did end up being my husband. It's just really strange because it's just the way God led us into kind of getting acquainted with each other.
So at what point did you start to notice Mom?
I noticed that she would be at church when her parents wouldn't be, sometime on Sunday nights. She always hear her helping older people. And it seemed like she was really dedicated, where the other girls that were there, they were not dedicated.
Better when he started a magazine at the church, and he was over it, called The Shepherd. And then he asked me if I would do the typing for him as he started putting the church news together. And then he would give it to me to type. So that caused us to kind of interact with one another. And we'd be in the back room, and I'll bring him the literature. And we go with things. We can conversing with each other now. And so that was the first step when we started doing that. And then he started coming to my home, and he was saying that he wanted to do Bible study with my father. But my father said, watch, he's not coming over here to see me. He coming over here to see you. So that was just his way to try.
Because it's magazine there, you know.
That was his way to try to get to know me, that's all.
Yeah, sit there and tell me, I do a Bible study. I had these 2 suitcases. I walked from my mother's house to there. And he said, watch, you don't want the Bible study, he'll see you.
Yeah, my dad said, he's not coming to the Bible study. He tried to come over here to see you.
Which was right.
Then I would end up taking him home. He said, Shelby, go ahead and take Wattrees home. So my dad was kind of pushing toward it too. He really liked your dad. He really liked Reggie.
Well, I started noticing her from, like I said, church, dedication, church, more spiritual. She bring songs to the church we never knew, and other things. Just show the dedication to God. And the thing I noticed also, her just praising God. I said she had a floor ministry. Every time Spirit knocked her down on the floor, I said, "Yeah, floor ministry." Because she would come to church all the time with her daddy. If he didn't come, she'd come by herself. She had a car. And she'd bring Peter, her younger siblings, and Sylvia. Tuesday night, Velma Jones was prophesying she was pregnant with Jarius. And he's well known now in the community. She's going to be with the Lord, but she's prophesying to my wife. I don't know what she was saying to her, but the Lord said, "This is your wife." I said, But then every time I go to church, I'll be looking back there to see if she's here. I wasn't in the spirit either, because I was looking at those legs too.
So y'all were together doing a magazine together. So
This never came out.
We had a couple of editions.
It came out after your mother Jordan died.
So at what point did you have enough courage to ask Mama out for marriage proposal?
Well, I thought somebody else might marry her. I was always doing, like I said, I had a very dysfunctional childhood. I went through so many reasons I'm trying to get myself together internally and all that junk.
It's not like I was waiting on your dad to ask me, because I wasn't. And it's just crazy how it happened. He happened to do the magazine, and then he just happened to write. He's supposed to give me an article to type up, and he actually typed up my proposal, which I have for this day. I have it this day. And he had asked me to type it up, so when I went to type it, I was typing my proposal. He was asking me, telling me all what he wasn't and all what he desired for me to do, help him in the ministry and all this good stuff. And then at the end of all the things he wrote in there, he said, "Would you marry me?" Asked me to be his wife at the end of the letter.
Yeah. I said, well, she said, you haven't asked me. So I
Yeah.
got on my knee and I asked her.
He did, because I went to give him I normally would, when we come to church, give him the articles I typed up for him. So this particular time, I know they had no article to give me, because I know he had handwritten this proposal to me. And I was coming up from the basement, from the restroom, and he was coming down to the basement. We kind of met on that level playing, and he said, well, because he knew he had given me that paper. And I said, well, what? And he said, well, what's your answer? I said, well, you didn't ask me. I wanted him to ask me in person. So he got on his knees and he asked me right there in the church. I'm telling you, it's crazy. When he gave me that paper, before he gave it to me, I kind of knew he was going to propose to me, because I had this dream. And I'm not a dreamer, even this day. Usually if I dream, it's kind of something that's significant or something. People say everybody dream, but if I do, I don't remember a lot of my dreams. Well, I had this dream. In this dream, it was two angels. And, oh my God, I could see them now. These angels were really huge. I mean, they were maybe like 10, 12 feet tall. They were tall. And they had no expression on their face. That's what I remember about it, as if they was on an assignment. And in the dream, Reggie was in the dream, and I was in the dream, and then Mother Jordan was sitting in the chair that she normally sit in down, and we all greet her when we leave. And the angel came and took my hand, and then the angel behind him, as if it was my angel and his angel, took his hand, and they put us together in the dream. And lo and behold, I tell you, I guess it may be about 2 days or 3 days after that, he proposed to me. It was kind of like a witness. God was saying, this is who I'm joining you with. And I think what struck me more, you just really felt the peace. It was so peaceful, but they had no expression. That's the thing that got me. I can't explain. There's no expression on their face or whatever it was. It's like they were on an assignment. I'm just down here to do, what I'm here to do. Yeah. So dating was church.
What you dating? What you
got
mean
to,
dating?
you got to realize the church we come up in.
Dating?
Dating.
Dating?
Look at each other.
What's dating?
So y'all never went out by yourselves together before you got married?
Never.
No, didn't do it. Then we go to
Not
that
after we got
restaurant.
engaged.
Yeah.
No, not before we got engaged, no.
Well, that was before we got married, right? Yeah.
Before we got married. When we was engaged, we did our date. we did our dating when we got engaged.
It was a bit different than your time.
Yeah, a little bit like, and then you gotta remember, you know, they meant well though. How we came up, the era we came in, because we was engaged then too. We was engaged just like we used to do Christmas baskets in our church. We was engaged
Yeah,
then too.
then we did. Went to the store to buy something for the church.
For the church Christmas basket.
Then we got
fussed at.
we got on Blair Street.
I didn't even go Safeway.
We did.
No, the Safeway.
We was doing something for the church,
And for the church.
and we wasn't hiding it.
No.
We went to the store, came back with stuff, and that's how we go.
Yeah, but
They meant well.
they did me well. So, you know, people say that, but when your dad kissed me at our wedding date, that's the first time he ever really kissed me for real. First time he ever kissed me for real.
It was a hot second. And then one time when we was dating, when we was engaged, I tried to kiss her with your mama on the cheek. She turned around and slapped me in the face.
I ain't slapping you.
Yes, you did. Yeah, I said, he said,
I didn't slap you.
yes, you did. Slapped me. I said, oh, you can't get a kiss.
I want